buildings here have private residence on them. Joanne says she thinks that if you like work for the park or do work at the park, that this, instead of like paying you, you have a place to stay for free. This, I think this building is it's a museum. Okay, this is a museum. She's still got something in her foot. This one's a museum. And over there, I'm assuming there are probably some more private residence. Restrooms right here. Max, quit pulling. Quit pulling. Yep, got women's room and men's room. And they got a wall right here on the sound side also. But I like these houses. I don't know if these are private residence. And the fort's right over there. Private also. Joanne and me is getting ready to walk into the fort, guys. This is Fort Pickens. I'm going there and see what it's like. She was talking about, could you imagine back in the day having to build this because you didn't have all the machinery back in the 1800s that you have today. So let's take a walk into it and see what it's like inside. Reading here where it's got that this fort was actually, some of it built by enslaved people back in the 1800s. Army engineer Captain William H. Chase and hundreds of enslaved workers ensured the job was completed in 5 years. That was quick. Walk through here, see what we got. All this, I guess, is the barracks. There's a step down there.
Just get it that way. You got that one down there.
Got a big old cannon right here. These were the artillery tools where you took and packed it in. I guess that's fireplaces.
I would think, or maybe they store cannonballs there.
It may be. Is it have an opening? The bricks are still standing. They didn't build it quick though. They built it in 5 years. And I have this on the left. I'm not sure what that is. Walk down this way. You can tell these steps have been walked on. I'm not sure what that is. Unless it's, I don't know. I don't have a clue. Dang, I better look where I'm going. I'm gonna walk up here. Okay, this is the dead end. You got a spot right here where it used to be a place to shoot. I guess this right here might be for ventilation. Right here. Walking through here, this light right here went out. Then it came back on. So I'm going to assume that this place is haunted also. Don't take my word for it, but that light sure went off and on. It went off for a few minutes and came back on. Probably a short, but we're going to say it's haunted. And when you walk through here, watch your step because the bricks are not very level anymore. I'm going to walk down here, Joanne, see what's in here. It looks different. I ain't going to break my neck before I get out of here. Wow. You have to be short to walk in that one. Oh, cool. These are tunnels. But you got to bend down to be able to walk through them. They're low. I guess right there they may have had ammo or something. I'm not sure what that hole was for. And Joanne was just saying that Geronimo was held here. And I sure hope this floor was level back in the day, because if they were running and tripped, somebody might have got shot in the back. Cute! It's warmer out here. Kind of chilly back there in the inside of the fort. Joanne was saying too that these numbers, that she thinks that somewhere there's some information in these numbers. It explains what each area is. All right, we're gonna walk inside this one and check this one out. Got chimneys coming out the top. I assume that's what it is. Or maybe some type of ventilation. All sand. Here's some more of these pillar type things. Still don't know what they are. I don't have a clue. They had to have stored something in between them though, I would think. It's dark down that way. Hey Joanne, you got a light? We're gonna see what's back here once we get us a light. Oh, okay. Another one of them places with the tunnels. I'm assuming. Let me walk back here. That's what it looks like. I can't even walk straight on this. Yep, that looks like it leads over there to the left to an opening. Then we got these.
Well, they go back there, don't they?
Huh?
They go way back there, don't they?
I assume that back there they get, because I could see on the other ones that had light coming out.
Huh.
Where you could go out, but I don't know about those.
It would be good to be claustrophobic.
No. We got a good place for a bat to get.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, they got that stuff built up everywhere, Joanne.
Yeah.
On the
Look at that, yeah. Stalactite up there.
dang, I think I'm in a cavern now. All that stuff hanging down.
Look at them.
Cool.
I think there's each one of these had a cannon at some point in time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Probably had cannons. They were definitely ready for if anybody did come. Or not if anybody did come, but when they did show up. Look, Joanne noticed this where the water's dripping. If it weren't for people walking on them, they would be actually,
it just
yeah,
tripped.
they would actually be growing like in a cave and going up, but people stepping on them, so it wears them down. That's cool. But you can see right here, there's no telling how big or how wide those will actually get eventually and long. Here's some more bunkers.
About the Apache prisoners.
Oh, dang, I didn't even see that. Apache prisoners. In 1886, the U.S. Army exiled over 400 Apaches from the Southwest to Florida and sent more of them to Fort Marion and St. Augustine. Several Pensacola citizens, however, petitioned the government to imprison Geronimo, that's what Joanne was talking about earlier, Geronimo, a medicine man and warrior, and 15 other Apache men at Fort Pickens, instead separating them from their families. Prisoners worked 7 hours daily, clearing overgrown weeds. Somebody right there is doing that now, but I don't think he's a prisoner. And planting grass and stacking candy balls. The families were reunited at Fort Pickens in 1887. 1 year later, all the imprisoned Apaches were moved to Mobile because of a yellow fever scare, and later to Fort Sill in Oklahoma Territory. The guys we were talking about earlier about them having to clean the brush and stuff up, and I don't know if you can hear me, but this is thorns. How did these people keep from getting thorns all in their hands? We just climbed up on the top. This is what the top looks like on some of them rooms we were just in. Then over here we have the Gulf of Mexico. Wow, this is a huge gun. There's a bird right up here. Right there. He flew away. Then on that side we got the sand dunes, or the sound, not the sand dunes. I don't know why I said sand dunes. Then over here they have this for a fence around it where you can't go in it. I guess hurricanes has put a toll on all of them. You can tell by looking at that one, it's deteriorated big time. Here we have another cannon, and we have right many of these spots where they would have set, so they were prepared when the enemy showed up. You could look out here. They came from the sound side, you could see them. And you could stand over here and look and see if they were coming from the Gulf side. Right here, Joanne and me were looking, and we were wondering if these were jail cells where they held the prisoners. Plus I was looking at this and I was curious on what this was used for too, because there's more than one. One down there, and then you got some more doors. But I'm curious too what these are. That one there's rusted. Would be nice to know. This part they've covered up. They got steps, but once you go up, you can't go but so far. Let's walk in here. Yeah, it does continue. I'm curious though on what that was. And it goes all the way back that way and around that way. Huh. I'm thinking you might be right though, Joanne. This might have been where they held the prisoners. What is that, water? A lot of it.
Might be why that rusted so bad.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't got some kind of fund to come in here and try to preserve it before it is all gone, and then that'd be sad. What is this? There's some more of that rail. I don't know what that is. It's got gears on it. Right there. Oh yeah, it was, Joanne, because look, there's another door. That's where they held them. Man, that would suck.
Yeah. Dark and dank.
Damp, cold, or not cold, but chilly.
And we get pretty cold here, so
Yeah.
I'm sure that helps some.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Wow. What is this hole? Ventilation, maybe? I don't want to go too far. There's water down there. I don't know how deep it is. I don't want my feet wet. It might have been a fireplace. I don't know though. It's mighty small. Might be ventilation. Looks like you can also have guided tours. I'm not sure what they cost, but I'm pretty sure you get a lot more information from a guided tour than what you can get from me. This is part of the fort that you can't go into. That's actually closer to the Gulf. And then over there, that's one of the ones that we walked through earlier.